Greece. How would your argument apply there? You can't seriously be suggesting that Greece borrows more.
Greece has the problem of not having its own currency. And so Greece has first of all, Greece was actually seriously irresponsible even during the good years, which is and you can say that there was some of that here, you can say there was some of that in the United States, but not to the same extent. But most important, Greece doesn't have its own currency. It cannot print euros. And that creates an enormous vulnerability. All of the severe crisis countries that we think of as being fiscal crisis countries are actually euro crisis countries. They're suffering from the fact of being stuck with what amount to overvalued exchange rates.
Okay, so what do they do?
Now, if you're the prime minister of a small European country, you have very few options, or rather you have only two options. One is to go along with whatever the Germans are demanding as the price of continued lending, or to leave the euro, which is a very nuclear option. But that's actually not very different from the governor of a U.S. state. The governor of Illinois doesn't have much freedom of action either. But Europe as a whole has the option of being more expansionary, of lending freely from the European Central Bank, of adopting a higher inflation target. But no, I mean, it's a terrible thing that has happened.
So if you were advising the Greek government now, what would you say to them?
Well, I've actually had conversations, not with them, but with European politicians.
With whom?
I can't tell you that. But
has there been a European government who's asked for your advice?
No. I've just had conversations. But just have but here's if I were running the Greek government right now, I would actually be in a state of some despair, because I believe Greece must and will leave the euro. I think there is no alternative. But I also believe that whoever actually makes that decision, whoever actually says, okay, that's it, is going to have ended his political career. So there's a situation where this thing has to happen, but it has to happen with no one person's fingerprints on it.
When do you think it will happen?
Could happen in a couple of weeks if in this next election.